The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Watson. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey. 180! Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Regular.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get ready.
Running with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Mayfield looks to throw. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Texans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch safety quick.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Try the right side with Howard.
135.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Number 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this out past the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Real. Bandit. Hey, Charlie. 55.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson now to throw. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Watson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go, and that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. Now Watson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You must be dreaming.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. To Sean Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Push him back.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the run, this is Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
180. Up, I got him.
Now Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This is Hunt. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Who's that? 19! You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 29!
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys... You're going to take over at the 34-yard line. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good. 180. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
A 31-yard attempt.
Put this one through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Marr up.